I'm assuming the show is about two badly dressed children going to a camp and learning the values of stranger danger.
Yes. It's the show. Watch out for stranger danger. That's the program. There, it's time to begin a new show.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to begin a new program. It's called Gravity Falls. Are you ready?
Sure.
All
What's
right.
the worst that could happen?
Wait, before we get ready, I have to don on my Gravity Falls attire.
That's Pokemon.
Let's go. Welcome to another episode of First Reaction Fan Reaction. I am your host, Cailin, and with me is my co-host. It's Dara Whitman,
Hi.
ASMR specialist.
Hi.
She's here to talk to you about
I got like snot up there.
Oh no, that's nasty.
I'm getting over a cold
Oh, that's gross.
for like the 12th time this year.
I know. Like every other time I talk to you, you're like, I've been sick, and I'm like, oh no.
Well, it's
that's
funny because I
terrible.
just like post like a vlog thing that I on my channel that I've like that I made months ago when I actually had a super bad cold.
Yeah,
This one wasn't as bad as my last one where I like totally lost my voice.
yeah, that's bad.
That was not. You didn't even hear me, but like literally, it was like I was like, oh, I can't even. See, when I do that, I put on like an accent, but this was just like me not being able to talk proper.
Being you. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that sucks. All right, but we are back today, and it's been a long time since I've done an intro like that because we've been busy doing a show called Orphan Black.
That I had the power for.
You had the power, and we were on that show for a while. Just like, and then before that, it was Legend of Korra, which is the last show I did. And that would encapsulate it really all of, that was 2017, Orphan Black was 2018. And here we are in the lovely year of 2019 with Gravity Falls, which is our very next series.
Unless you're me. My name is Dipper. The girl about to puke is my sister Mabel. You may be wondering what we're doing in a golf cart, fleeing from a creature of unimaginable horror. Rest assured, there's a perfectly logical explanation.
Okay. Also, there's more characters than just the three of them.
Right.
Also, who names their kids Dipper and Mabel?
It's a good question. I am very excited. How are you feeling today?
I'm just happy I basically know nothing about the show.
Yeah, I'm super
The
excited.
only thing I knew is that there was like kids and they went to, I thought it was a camp. It's not a camp.
it's not a camp.
And then monsters came, but I'm, okay.
Yeah. Is that all you knew about the show? They're like kids, and then monsters come, and then that's the show.
I thought it was gonna be like a Goosebumps, but like
Okay.
lighter than like not like as
Yeah.
like because Goosebumps is scary.
It is a little scary.
Like-
It's like creepy.
Like that dummy, what's his name? Happy is the reason that I'm afraid of dummies because I watch because like literally, you know, like when you have like a slumber party when you're a kid and you want to be cool, so you want to watch a horror movie.
You want to just like a scary movie?
Yeah, but you can't watch a real scary movie because
Right.
then you'll actually have nightmares. So I would just like rent back in the old go to the video
Go
store
to the Blockbuster.
and no, we had movie gallery.
Yeah. Ooh,
I never went to Blockbuster.
There's A to Z Video, Hollywood Video, and Blockbuster. Those were like the three big ones.
No, we had like it's like standalone. It was like Superstore for a while, and then they changed it to movie gallery. But I would rent episodes of Goosebumps on video.
Oh man, Goosebumps was too scary for me as a kid. Like just Goosebumps was too scary for me. I was very easily frightened as a
Well,
child.
I watched one where like the dad was made a plant version of himself who was trying to take over his kid's life,
Oh, that's terrifying.
and then there was like the one where like the entire town was dead.
Oh no.
But the one I ended up like watching a fair amount was Night of the Living Dummy 3.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was the one with the creepy dummy.
That's the one where they kidnap Anakin Skywalker.
Oh. Nice. Nice.
And that dummy's scary. And then he turned another dummy to life, and you're like, and he looked like that one Muppet. What are their names? Like Stan and Waldorf, but the one with like the
Oh, okay.
not the one with the mustache, the other one.
Okay, I forget which one is which.
But he kind of looked like that, except
I'm a
scary.
fake fan. Oh no, that's terrifying. That's bad. So,
Yep. And
well,
now I'm afraid of dummies.
Well, hopefully we won't have any dummies that come to life in this show.
I don't
now I'm
believe
like
you.
thinking, and I'm like, is there? It's been a while since I actually watched this show in its entirety because Gravity Falls came out in the year 2012, and I started watching it just about when it came out. I think when I really, it was always a show where I'm like, I got to check that out. And by the time I got around to seeing it, I think it was on its like 4th or 5th episode. But yeah, so summer of 2012, that's when I first started watching the series. And yeah, and I've just been a fan ever since. So I've been really excited to see this because I know you're not a big fan of animation. Not that you don't like it, just that you don't watch a lot of it.
I don't watch a lot of it, but I mean, like, generally, like, when I watch it, I tend to, like, have some fun, but I don't go back to it.
Right.
I mean, like, I focus on, like, is it funny? I had fun.
Yeah.
I'm confused.
Right.
Because, like, so much happened that I wasn't expecting. Like, literally, like, I was like, oh, I know what's going to happen. I'm going to make jokes about, like how, like, Cailin laced my water with drugs because it was crazy. And, like, it wasn't that kind of crazy, but still stuff happened that I wasn't expecting, like so many gnomes.
Yeah. So let's get into it. Let's start off with a brief kind of synopsis of this show. It's basically 2 twins who are named Dipper and Mabel Pines.
The last name's Pines?
Pines, yes. That's their last name.
Okay.
Spend a summer with their great uncle Stan in Gravity Falls, Oregon.
And by summer, we mean 2 seasons worth of...
You said, how long is summer in this show? I said, 2 seasons.
And then I made a Game of Thrones joke, which you didn't get yet, but you will eventually.
Eventually I'll understand what all these Game of Thrones things are.
Mm-hmm.
So this great Uncle Stan, he runs a tourist trap called the Mystery Shack. It's basically a bunch of hogwash and gobbledygook of dumb things that people pass by and take a look at, and he's really into money.
Yeah.
He loves money.
He's like Mr. Krabs, except more of a dick?
Somehow a little bit more dickish.
Well, I think it's like one of those like shops like when you go to on the beach where like you see a bunch of stuff and you're just like, oh, cool, but then you don't buy anything because I'm normal. It's just like, what are you going to do with like this dumb knickknack? Mm-hmm. Like some stuff's got to be useful.
Right.
I'm trying to think of any
Probably. Maybe.
There was like
Possibly.
Do you know Peddler's Village?
Peddler's Village?
Yeah, there was like this one like weird like nerd store because I went there one time during Christmas shopping.
Is there a nerd store there?
I don't know if it's like a nerd store, but it like had like some fun. I got a Doctor Who mug.
Oh, nice.
And by that I mean my dad bought me a Doctor Who mug, and I got it for Christmas.
Nice.
It was. It's a cute mug.
Nice. Very nice. So I guess we'll start off with the first episode.
Okay.
First episode is called Tourist Trapped because they're spending their summer at a tourist trap.
How long have they been there since like when did the summer begin?
I don't know. We really don't start to see like any dates until like I think later in the season as far as like how long they've been spending their summer there. I think it's like deliberately supposed to be like you're not really supposed to know how long they're spending there. The idea is that the whole show is one summer.
They couldn't do it like, oh, we came back for a new summer.
Yeah, no, it's just the whole show, both seasons encapsulate the single summer.
Okay.
So it's just like a lot of adventures in one summer. And, just like in real life when you're off on summer break, you really don't know how much time is passing by until someone says, hey, you got to go back to school now. So, yeah, that was always the worst part, right?
Yeah. Glad we don't have to worry about that anymore. Now it's just real life.
Mm-hmm.
Let's rewind. It all began when our parents decided we could use some fresh air. They shipped us up north to a sleepy town called Gravity Falls, Oregon to stay at our great uncle's place in the woods. My sister tended to look on the bright side of things.
Yay! Grass!
But I was having a
So we
hard
all just wish to be
time
Mabel
getting
in
used to
life.
new surroundings.
We all aspire to be Mabel.
And then there was our great Uncle Stan. That guy.
It was worth it. Ladies and gentlemen, behold, the Sass Crunch.
And guess who had to work there?
So we start off this episode kind of in media res with some narration. It's Dipper Mabel in a golf cart, and they're running away from
Dipper
the
Mabel?
Sphinx.
Oh,
Dipper and Mabel.
I like Dipper Mabel.
Dipper Mabel. 2 of them. They're twins. And they're running away from this scary monster. We don't know anything about it.
I was assuming it was like a Bigfoot or a Godzilla type thing.
Not quite. So we kind of flash back to earlier in the summer, and a lot of the plot here kind of revolves around Mabel, who's kind of in her boy crazy phase.
He's looking at it. He's looking at it.
Do you like me? Yes. Definitely. Absolutely.
Sweet, it's not how that works.
Mabel, I know you're going through your whole boy crazy phase, but I think you're kind of overdoing it with the crazy part.
My name is Mabel, but you can call me the girl of your dreams. I'm joking! Oh my gosh, you like turtles? I like turtles too. What is happening here?
Come one, come all, to the Mattress Prince's Kingdom of Savings!
Take me with you. Fuck all you.
You know, she wants a hot summer romance.
Yeah. I don't know about hot because she's 12.
Well, like a you know, those summer nights kind of thing.
Summer love and have me a blast.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, that summer was probably also a bit inappropriate if we think about it.
That's true. The more I think about Grease, the less appropriate it is.
But the songs are catchy.
So the beginning scenes have one of my favorite parts with the letter. It's like, do you like me? Yes, definitely, absolutely.
And I'm like, that's not how that letter.
liked it.
That's not how that letter works. You're supposed to say no, and then they're gonna check no, and then you're disappointed. But that's okay.
That's one of the many memes I've carried out of the show. Was the yes, definitely, absolutely. I've sent that to you a couple times, I think.
I think so.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't know.
All right, look alive, people. I need someone to go hammer up.
I'm just happy he's wearing a fez. Fezzes are cool.
Also not it.
Nobody asked you, Zeus.
I know, and I'm comfortable with
His
that.
name's Zeus.
Zeus.
What?
Zeus?
I need
Like
you to
Dr.
step this
Seuss?
side.
Like Jesus.
Would, but I
Like Dr. Seuss?
Yes, exactly.
I'd fire all
She's
of you
also
if I
me.
could. All right, let's
I don't know
make
who she
it
is.
Eeny, meeny, miny.
And so during the summer, they're both working at the Mystery Shack. There's a couple other people who work there. We have Seuss, S-O-O-S. A lot of people confuse it with Zeus, the Greek god. It's not. It's his name is short for Jesus.
Dr. Seuss.
Yeah, exactly. He's Dr. Seuss, not spelled the same way, who's kind of the maintenance man, and he kind of offers some sage advice at times. And then we have Wendy, who is a teenage girl who just doesn't really like to do work, but she's just hanging around there. So we'll see more of her later. She's a fun character.
That's good. Like, I feel like we all, like, as women, we strive to want to be Mabel. It's awesome.
Yes.
But we're actually just Wendy.
We're all just Wendy.
I'm like, no, because, like, literally, I like that part where he's like, I think it was like, Sam's like, can you get the eyeball thing? She's like, I can't reach it.
She's like, oh no.
I feel like every time, like, I want to change the channel, but the remote, I can't reach it. And I have short arms. Mm-hmm. So, like, it's a struggle.
It's a struggle. The struggle is
I know
very
I could just, like, but I don't feel like it. See, I would go into the store and, like, spend an hour there looking around in it, but then I wouldn't buy anything.
Mm-hmm. You're that person.
Nobody ever believes anything
Well,
I
because,
say.
like, I might buy it on Amazon.
Huh?
Oh, I thought it was Treebeard.
What the? What is all this?
Gnomes?
Unfortunately, my suspicions have been confirmed. I'm being watched. I must hide this book before he finds it. Remember, in Gravity Falls, there is no one you can trust. No one you can trust.
Except Mabel.
What you reading? Some nerd thing?
Yes.
It's nothing.
Nothing. Oh, shut up!
And get this, after a certain point, the pages just stop. Like the guy who was writing it mysteriously disappeared.
He did.
Who's that?
Aw. And so one day, as they're working on this shop, Uncle Stan gives Dipper a task of he's going to go put up some signs. And as he's out there kind of meandering around the woods of Gravity Falls, Dipper comes across this weird metal tree. And inside he finds a journal.
He finds a Necronomicon.
He finds a strange journal.
Oh, really?
I have one. Look, check it out, guys. It's here. It's here with us today.
Is there anything in it?
Oh, yeah. It's like the full
Do
thing.
you have any of the monocle?
I do have the monocle.
Oh, cool.
Check it out. Isn't that neat?
Where'd you get that?
Internet.
Like Etsy?
No, this is like, it's like put out by Disney. This is like the special edition. There's only like 10,000 copies of these. I think it's a little more than that.
Nerd!
But, hi, I'm a big nerd and I like this show.
See, I would see, like, I was about to, like, make fun of you for that, but, like, bringing up,
but it's really cool.
No, I was gonna say bringing back Game of Thrones. I'm gonna like that's that. I've got a lot of Game of Thrones books.
Yes,
So.
a lot of merch.
I do actually. So I can't really complain.
Yeah, this thing is so cool.
I was thinking like Etsy because I know like somebody like the book from Once Upon a Time. Somebody like has that, and and they actually think like they wrote out the entire story.
Oh, really?
In like the way that it is in the show.
Yeah.
It should keep meaning to buy, but it's like $150, and I'm just like,
dang.
Maybe later.
I did spend a pretty penny on this. This wasn't cheap.
How much was it? Or you don't know?
I forget.
Can I see the monocle on you?
Sure.
That's such a big monocle. That's not how monocles are. Is it actually like
it's more for like looking at the notes?
Are they that small? I mean, I know you wear glasses, but like you have good eyes.
I have good eyes because I wear contacts.
I have good eyes because my eyes are still fine.
I would love that. So anyway, Dipper finds this strange journal. It's a little decrepit. It's got some tear around the edges. And
gotta love fake
and it's
tear.
labeled with number 3. And we don't really discuss if it's labeled with number 3, what happened.
Is there a 1 and a 2?
Maybe, but we haven't seen them yet. And there's got to be one, right? There's got to be a 1.
Yeah, but that seems like there's a lot of like already like details on monsters. So then what's 1 and 2 about?
That's a
It's
great
just
question.
like, oh, here's the monster list. Oh no, I lost that journal. Let me get a second journal read, and the not monsters. Oh no, guy keeps.
It's like, oh man, the dog ate my homework. Guess I have to do it again, except with a very detailed journal.
That's not logic. Who does their homework again after the dog eats it?
That's true. That's nobody. I didn't even do my homework at all. I was a great student
What?
in school.
I just let people copy my homework.
Nice. I was the person who was copying the homework.
I just let people copy like my math homework.
It's amazing I got into college anyway.
Cause like, but it's like it's actually easier to copy math homework than like other homework. Cause like math homework, you just gotta like copy the other thing. But like if you have like English homework, which I also let people copy, they have to like make sure like it's not verbatim.
True.
English word.
You can copy it, but yeah, good word. You can copy it, but just change it a little.
You.
Oh, what? Grunkle Stan, whenever I'm in those woods, I feel like I'm being watched.
Oh, so you're gonna wear this
I'm telling you, something weird is going
Okay.
on in this town. Just today, my mosquito bite spelled out beware.
That says be warb. Look, kid, the whole monsters in the forest thing is just local
Why are you not
legend,
wearing bug
dumped
spray?
up by guys like
That's a
me
good point.
to sell merch to guys like that. So quit being so paranoid.
So Dipper is a little bit of not a conspiracy theorist, but he's definitely kind of into that.
He's a
paranormal
12-year-old.
stuff. Yeah, he's me as a 12-year-old. If anyone wants to know what I was like at 12, Dipper. So, and he's kind of obsessed with this journal. He's looking up things, and because he finds that there's something strange about Gravity Falls, but he hasn't been able to put his finger on it yet. Like, for example, his bug bites spell out beware, except it's not. It just says be warb. So,
I think we have to question that.
I think we have to question that.
Yeah, like what, Dipper? Wear bug spray.
Seriously, kids,
You're in the
if you're out in the woods.
You are in the woods.
wear bug spray.
Wear bug spray. Bug bites are not fun, and like they hurt.
This has been a PSA.
Not
from
even if
Money
you're just in the
Flows.
woods, like anywhere. Like if you're by the pool. I worked as a lifeguard and got bit a lot at one point. There was this bug kept biting me, and then I got so many bug bites.
I think my record is during one night over the course of 2 hours, I got 11 bug bites on one leg and 13 on the other. It was a lot. Don't
I
be
literally
like me.
remember like I was sitting by the pool as like a lifeguard, and like on my leg there's a bug just come like mer, 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 and like I could see like my leg like bleeding a bit, and then bug bites. That was not a fun day. And then my mom was like, "Wear bug spray."
Yeah.
Yes, mom.
Wear bug spray, or else you
And-
may find some strange
And
messages on your arm.
sunscreen because skin cancer is bad.
True. Wear sunscreen, especially if you are a
Even if
pasty
you're like me
child.
and you tan very easily, wear sunscreen.
Wear sunscreen.
Mm-hmm.
So Dipper's obsessed with this journal, but in the meantime, Mabel's got some other priorities. She meets a boy.
She has right priorities.
Yeah, she has the right priorities. She's going out there.
She meets a boy who looks 17,
He looks older. He's tall.
like significantly. I mean, maybe he's like 14 and just puberty. That's fine, but he looks 17.
He does look older.
Spill the beans.
Rip.
Rope.
That's so stupid.
But it's great.
Let me get this
Oh,
straight.
I wanna
In the
be
half
Mabel.
hour I was gone, you already found a boyfriend?
What can I say? I guess I'm just irresistible. Oh, coming!
I mean, you probably get.
What you reading there, Slick?
Oh, I was just catching up on Gold Chains for Old Men magazine.
That's a good issue.
Hey, family! Say hello to my new boyfriend!
No, he's like
Hey,
way too old for you.
We've been at the cemetery. He's really deep.
Also,
Oh, little muscle there. That's what a surprise.
So,
is he a zombie?
Normal. Man.
He means Norman.
are you bleeding, Norman?
It's jam.
He's a zombie.
Jam!
Or is he one of those like dead things from that one
So,
episode of
you wanna
Goosebumps?
go gold hands?
You know what I'm talking about?
No.
Whatever.
Oh,
It's an early episode.
my
Anybody?
goodness.
Dead? Okay.
Don't wait up!
There was something about Norman that wasn't right.
He does look older,
Mm-hmm.
which is peculiar. They meet at the cemetery
Mm-hmm.
because he's really deep.
Mm-hmm.
And there's something a little strange about him. He's
He's a zombie.
he looks a little like a zombie because he doesn't quite have the motor skills. He's got some blood on his face, or maybe it's just jam. We don't really know. And his name is Normal Man, or everyone just calls him Norman. So Dipper becomes convinced, hey, this guy's a zombie. And you're pretty on that zombie train too. You're like, this guy's a zombie before Dipper even said it. You're like, zombie.
Duh.
Duh.
What else could
zombie.
it be?
What else could it possibly be? So Dipper embarks on a journey to with his video camera to get evidence of Norman being a zombie.
Known for their pale skin and bad attitudes, these creatures are often mistaken for teenagers. Beware, Gravity Falls is nefarious.
Zombie! Somebody say Crombie?
Yes.
Crombie. Not even a word. Losing your mind. No, Mabel, watch out!
Well, run! Go.
Daisies? You scallywag.
Aww.
He's so
Is my
romantic.
sister really dating a zombie? Or am I just going nuts?
How many brains did you see the guy eat?
0.
Look, dude, I believe you. I'm always noticing weird stuff in this town. Like the mailman, pretty sure that dude's a werewolf.
That's racist.
Zeus! The portable toilets are clogged again!
Wait,
I am
portable
needed
toilets? Why?
My sister could be in trouble. It was time to get some evidence.
Oh, like portable. Never mind. Just rip his arm off.
That's rude. Don't rip people's arms
Well,
off.
you need evidence.
I'd seen enough.
See, I would seem more concerned that a 12-year-old sister is dating a 17-year-old.
That's true.
Kissing practice.
No.
That was fun.
Mabel, listen, I'm trying to tell you
That's
that
not it.
Norman is not what he
Wait.
seems.
You think he might be a vampire? That would be so awesome.
Guess again, sister. Shabam! Oh, wait, I'm sorry. Shabam!
Zombie? That is not funny, Dipper.
Also, is his name actually Dipper? Or is it like a
Hey,
nickname?
Norman, how do I look?
Maybe it gets revealed later.
Shiny!
Okay.
You
That's a
always
nickname.
know what to say.
Also, why is she wearing sweaters in the summer?
Sus is
It's her
right.
thing. It's part of her brand.
have
But that must be
real
so hot.
evidence. I guess I can
Ah!
be paranoid sometimes, and
Wait, what?
Yay! Limbs falling off in children's shows.
I was right. Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh!
Oh, you don't know that half of it.
Understand?
Welcome to Gravity Falls.
Here we have
You know, do we need like a ton of evidence? Like, I think the more important thing is that your sister is dating a zombie. You need to save her from the zombie.
Yeah. Yep.
That's the priority.
And so,
But he seems like a nice zombie.
yeah, I know he's sensitive. He seems like he's really sweet. They have a lot of fun together. They go on a nice.
He
montage.
makes a daisy necklace.
I know. It's like
That was cute.
that was very.
I mean,
cute.
it's gonna die fairly quickly,
Yeah. Don't we all?
but it's the thought that matters.
True. And Dipper eventually finds evidence when he has a video clip of Norman's hand falling off, and he's like, "Oh wait, that's peculiar."
Zombie.
Or amputees exist, you dick. Anyway,
No, because amputees are probably better with like keeping that on.
That's true. I should give him more credit.
Like zombies, because like zombie that like constantly comes off. You need to like sew that on.
That's true. So then he tries to confront Mabel about it, but Mabel's not having it. She's like, "No, we're gonna go on a date. It's gonna be fun."
You know what I'm thinking? Why didn't he show her the video?
I don't know. I think it was afterwards. I think he saw the video clip after they were going into the woods.
Rock that looks like a face rock. The rock that looks like a face.
Does it look like a rock?
No, it looks like a face.
Is it a face?
It's a rock that looks like a face.
Why does it wear an eye patch?
For the 5th time, it's not an actual face.
It's part of the character.
I feel like we're complaining that I keep just like nitpicking. I'm having a good time though.
We're alone.
Yes.
At least we're alone now.
Brains.
Stan! Wendy!
Oh,
I need
Wendy.
to borrow the golf cart so I can save my sister from a zombie!
Try not to hit any pedestrians.
Dude, it's me, Seuss. This is for the zombies.
Thanks.
And this is in case you see a pinata.
Thanks?
You can.
Better safe than sorry!
So Mabel and Norman go into the woods, and Dipper realizes, wait, something's wrong with this guy. So he doesn't steal the golf cart. He borrows it from Wendy.
Who doesn't care?
He's like, I have to go save my sister from a zombie. She's like, okay, cool. That's fine. Here you go.
I feel like she's like lived in Gravity Falls long enough to like just be like, I'm used to it.
Yeah, right.
I like that. That seems like a good show that probably exists where it's just kind of like all this weird shit's going on. You're just like,
and somebody's like,
it's
fine.
Tuesday.
It's
There's a camel walking around. Hump day.
But actually, no, that'd be a Wednesday. I thought you said Tuesday.
No, I'm also like I meant later on.
Wednesday. It's true. And so in the woods, Norman reveals himself to be. He's a little strange, but he's not a zombie.
I'm just wondering where you get from zombie to giant monster
know
thing.
each other. There's something I should tell you.
Why is he?
Oh, Norman, you can tell me anything. Please be a vampire. Please be a vampire.
All right, just don't freak out, okay? Just keep an open mind. Be cool.
I'm Hannah Montana.
Is this weird? Is this too weird? You need to sit down.
What the hell?
I'll explain. So, we're gnomes. First off, get that one out of the way. I'm Jeff, and here we have Carson, Steve, Jason, and I'm sorry, I always forget your name. Schmabulok.
Schmabulok.
Yes. Anyways, long story short, the gnomes have been looking for a new queen. Right, guys?
No, don't be their queen.
So what do you say? Will you join us in holy matrimony? Matrimony. Blah. Can't talk today.
Look, I'm sorry, guys. You're really sweet, but I'm a girl and you're gnomes, and it's like, what? Yikes.
We understand. We'll never forget you, Mabel. Because we're gonna kidnap you.
I knew it.
He's actually a bunch of gnomes stacked on top of each other, hiding under a hoodie. What was your thought here?
What?
Well, it was so
What?
funny. It was so funny.
It was funny. I'm just like, what?
You were just like, what?
Because like they mentioned that there's gnomes, and I'm just like, all right, whatever.
Yeah, earlier when Deborah's flipping through the pages, he finds the page on gnomes, and you thought, oh, it's funny because he didn't flip to the right page, but it was actually a teaser that the actual problem was gnomes the whole time.
What?
I got it.
But like that kind of like subverted my Goosebumps thing because
Gnomes.
Like I'm not scared of gnomes. I've seen Romeo and Juliet. It's fine.
Right. It's fine.
It's fine.
No problem with it.
But like,
so they picked Mabel to be their new queen. So all 1,000 gnomes are going to marry her, and she's like, no.
Is it like a Smurfette situation?
It might. It doesn't even look like they have a Smurfette, so they had to go kidnap some other female person to marry her.
You know,
So it was wild.
and I just like immediately went inappropriate because like
It's a kid's show.
yeah, but like you're married to 1,000 gnomes. I mean, There's gonna be an orgy at some point.
Think about it. Let's not.
And she's like, no, because like you're gnomes and I'm not. I'm like racist.
Right. So they're not super stoked about her turning them down.
Which is weird because they had a nice ring.
Yeah, it was very cute. And so they decide all the gnomes kind of form up into some kind of big transformation, big monster, and then
first they kidnap her.
Yeah, they try to kidnap her.
Yeah, which is like not how you get a lady.
Right, and then Dipper has to go in and save her.
Mm-hmm.
And then they embark.
Don't worry, Mabel! I'll save you from that zombie!
Gnomes. There's gonna be some weird orgy, isn't there?
Oh no.
You were thinking that, but see, there's mushrooms everywhere.
Struggle, the more awkward this is gonna be for everybody. Just okay. Just get her arm there, Steve.
I've seen that meme.
That keeps a popular one in the show.
Hey! Let go of my sister!
Oh,
Just hit them
hey
against
there.
the tree.
You know, this is all really just a big misunderstanding. You see, your sister's not in danger. She's just marrying all 1,000 of us and becoming our gnome queen for all eternity.
I told you there was gonna be an
Isn't that
orgy.
right, honey?
You guys are butt faces!
Give her back
Rude.
right now or else.
Do not trifle with the. Ah! He's getting away with our queen! No!
You know have necks.
Alright, teamwork, guys! Like we practiced!
You see, when this episode started, I wasn't thinking gnome monster.
And that's what makes it so great.
I wasn't even thinking gnomes. Are there other monsters besides gnomes? Not that gnomes aren't bad,
Sure.
but they're kind of like Smurfs. They can get annoying after a while.
Thanks, Mabel.
Don't mention it. Look out!
Whoop! That was convenient.
Scene.
And then there isn't like an actual like Bigfoot or Godzilla monster. It's a giant gnome monster. What is happening?
What a great first episode of a show. Am I right, kids? Am
Yeah, I
right?
did actually kind of like the subvertive expectations. I'm just like, oh,
I think
okay.
I think it sets the stage for the rest of the series. I think this is a good pilot in that it sets the stage because it's nothing's ever like pretty straightforward. It's always like something's a little weird, a little off. Gravity Falls is strange, but it's strange sometimes in ways that you don't think about.
Just question, because if this is the case, I'm gonna get very annoyed very quickly. The only like, and I know like the next episode, but the only like wood monsters, there's more than just gnomes, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because if it was just the gnomes, this would get very annoying. Very quickly, because they were annoying. They were like minions or Smurfs. Whichever one you find more annoying. Cailin finds minions the more annoying.
It's true. I hate minions. Because I hate fun. Because minions are terrible. Anyway, but no, can you imagine though the big bad the whole time was the gnomes? Like we got 2 seasons down the line, and then it just turns out the big bad was the gnomes the whole time. That's not the case. I'll tell you right now. You don't have to worry about that. There are more creatures here than
I know there's like a
gnomes.
monster in the next episode, but like, you know.
Yeah. We'll cross that bridge when we get to it.
It's the end of the line, kids! Mabel, marry us before we do something crazy!
There's gotta be a way out of this.
I gotta do it.
What? Mabel, don't do this. Are you crazy?
Trust me.
What?
Dipper, just this once. Trust me. You may now kiss the bride.
Well, don't mind if I do. Hey, wait a minute. What's going on?
Want to do the honors?
On 3.
1, 2, 3. I'll get you back for this!
Anyone else want some?
So then it turns out that in the journal, gnomes do not have a weakness, but they figured out it's leaf blowers.
I feel like it's probably more than just leaf blowers.
It's probably, but...
Is that written in the book, though? Leaf blowers? That'd be funny.
It's in there.
Nice!
Yeah, hold on. Let me... It is like the actual page.
So,
and
like,
it has,
is it like the actual, like, book and then, but you have, like Mabel and Dipper, like, writing stuff in?
Yeah, I think in some places.
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah, I wonder if it's in the back. Yeah, there it is.
Can you not show me any more without spoilers?
I don't want to flip through in case there are spoilers.
Okay.
Look at this.
Just show me the pages we've already seen.
Nice. Nice. I haven't. It's really funny because I never actually. I haven't spent time like looking. Through
You
the
just
whole
like
thing.
bought it. Yeah, that's not how you buy
It's
a
like
book.
It's like a collector thing. It's like collectible.
No, but you still look through it when you buy it. I bought like a ton of books and I still look through it.
Mm-hmm. Nice. I have to actually finish reading through this thing. Anyway,
Guess I'm just sad that my first boyfriend turned out to be a bunch of gnomes.
it happens.
Look on the bright side. Maybe the next one will be a vampire.
Oh, you're just saying that.
Awkward sibling hug?
Awkward sibling hug. Pat, pat.
Hey! Wouldn't you know it, I accidentally overstocked some inventory, so, how's about each of you take one item from the gift shop on the house, you know?
Really?
What's the catch?
The catch is do it before I change my mind. Now take something.
That ought to do the trick.
And I will have a grappling hook. Yes.
Wouldn't you rather have, like, a doll or something?
Grappling hook.
Fair enough.
Our uncle told us there was nothing strange about this town, but who knows what other secrets are waiting to be unlocked.
So they save the day. So one of the themes in this episode is trust. Earlier while reading the journal, Dipper finds that it says trust no one. So Dipper is not keen to trust anyone, but towards the end, Mabel says, "Hey, you can trust me," and then Mabel happens.
Well, of course
to
you
save
can
the
trust
day.
her. She wasn't born in Gravity Falls.
It's true, and you gotta, they got
Like, they've
twins.
been together since forever. I feel like you can trust her.
since the womb.
She's just probably a bit of a dum-dum. But
She-
Dipper's also a bit of a dum-dum.
It's true because they're 12. What more can you expect from 12-year-olds?
So, like, is there going to be, like, a lesson with, like, a monster every time? I know it's a kid show and you need that lesson.
That like monster of the week. Yeah, I mean it is a kid show, but sometimes the lessons aren't as on the nose.
I kind of had a problem with the
Sometimes
lesson in
they
the
are.
next episode, but that's besides the point.
We'll get there.
We
We'll get
will.
there. So they save the day, and at the end, Grunkle Stan lets them get something from take something from the shack. Dipper gets a new hat. He gets the famous blue and white.
I'm surprised you don't own that.
I spent a lot of money on this book.
But I'm surprised.
No, I don't own it because the ones that I saw I didn't like because they had like the mesh in the back and not the fabric, and I didn't really like that. I didn't like how they looked. So
like
I don't like how they looked on me.
Like the circle-y thing?
Yeah, like the you see how this is more fabric?
Yeah.
And it was like
There has to
the
be a
mesh.
version
out
there.
There's got to be. I just haven't gotten it.
Amazon. Or guys, leave a link in the comments so Cailin can buy it for herself.
Yeah, please.
And maybe leave a comment like, I would say for one of Mabel's sweaters, but I don't really want any of her sweaters. I'm not big
Her
into
sweaters are great.
I'm not big at ugly sweaters. Also,
That's true.
you shouldn't wear sweaters in the summer. It's hot. I don't know how hot it gets in Oregon.
I mean, it's like summer, so
Yeah, but like I've been to like Seattle in like August. It's not like, which I know is in Oregon, it's Washington, but like
that's like the same kind of climate.
yeah, but I'm like, and it's also like not, it's like farther away from the equator, so I'm like, does it get like that hot? But like, still, I don't think you should wear like a wool sweater in the summer.
But it's her style. It's her look.
But how is
it's
she
her
not
brand.
dying from like overheating? And her
She's-
hair's down like all the time.
More respect because she's an insanely powerful being.
I thought she was just a human.
She is,
Okay.
but she's powerful.
Okay.
Energy that we cannot comprehend. So,
Well, he gets a hat. She gets a grappling hook, like you
grappling
do.
hook. Grappling hook.
Why
which
is there-
the best gift? The best possible thing you could take.
No, that's not the best gift ever. The best gift ever is Spaceballs the flamethrower. Kids love it.
That's true. That's true. So yeah, that's the episode. And as the episode closes with narration, Deborah says there's so many things left to discover in Gravity Falls. And then we see a shot of Grunkle Stan going into the disappearing behind the snack machine. So that kind of sets up our tone for the episode. What'd you think?
I feel like we'll find out what happens with Uncle Stan or Grumple Stan?
Grunkle. He's great Uncle Stan, so they shorten it to Grunkle Stan.
You just call them Uncle then.
No, Grunkle.
I've got several great uncles. I just call them Uncle. I don't have several. I got one, but
Not these kids. These kids call him Grunkle Stan.
all right, whatever. So we'll find out what's up with him at the end of season 1, and then it'll be a whole different thing with season 2.
Good prediction.
I mean, like, I assumed something was weird with him, so I'm just like, oh, I wasn't like, what? I was like,
Right. Well, I mean, the show is all about, like, weird things happen, so you don't know what's going on.
And, like, he lives in Gravity Falls and looks like he's lived there for a while.
It's true, yeah.
Yeah, I guess, like, also with Grunkle Stan, like, because, like, from the theme song, I thought he was kind of, like, gonna be more, like, happy and, like, eccentric, but he's kind of just, like, a curmudgeon.
He's
And, like,
a
because,
grumpy
like,
old
the way
guy.
the theme song is, like, he's, like, involved with the kids. And, like, they're in, like, the weird footprint thing with the theme song, which is gonna get stuck in my head by the end of the day.
Yes.
By the end of...
Yes.
Don't worry, I already have a way to get it out of my head. It's fine. And I will get it out of Cailin's head as well.
I'm scared. Okay.
Anyway, so, but, like, he's just kind of, like, he's, like, kind of a dick. And even...
Yeah.
So it's like, oh, like, and I guess I can go into more in the next episode, but, like, that kind of surprised me. Also, gnomes, it wasn't a monster, it was gnomes, which I guess could be a monster depending on, feelings on gnomes.
Right.
So that was weird.
Yeah. Something that I found interesting is, like, how, like, Grunkle Stan runs kind of the Mystery Shack, which is all about, like, mystery and paranormal. He's, like, just not about that in real life. Like, they're like, Grunkle Stan, look at this. He's like, whatever.
Again, because it just sounds like he's used to it.
Yeah.
But, like, you think it'd be a thing where it's like, oh my God, we saw a thing. And then, like, a Grunkle Stan would be like, all right, kids, let me sit you down. See, once upon a time.
Right. So,
once upon a time, this, like, I forget the full story. I was going to go into a Wakanda thing.
Nice. Black Panther. So yeah, a little bit about, let's see, just some of the background for the show. The show is created by Alex Hirsch, based on his experiences spending the summers with his great aunt, with his twin sister. So I'm sure.
Did they have to deal with gnomes?
I don't know. I was going to be like, I'm sure he didn't deal with the same thing. But if you ever follow Alex Hirsch on Twitter, who knows? Because he seems like he's been through some stuff.
That just makes it sound so much more darker and, like, horrible.
some paranormal stuff. Not like
it
that
sounds like
stuff.
he's been through some shit, but if you think about it in
stuff.
real life, that's horrible.
That's true. Maybe some strange, some antics, I'll say. Some shenanigans.
Like good shenanigans?
Yeah.
Or like
some fun shenanigans.
Or like Crystal Lake shenanigans.
I don't get that reference.
Friday the 13th.
Oh, okay. No, not that.
Or like Hatfield, Illinois shenanigans. Do you get that reference?
No.
Halloween.
I don't watch horror movies. But more about some of the voices behind this show.
I knew the voices.
Jason Ritter voices Dipper Pines. Kristen Shaw is Mabel.
That's really obvious.
Yeah.
Kristen Shaw's a really, like, distinct voice.
She does have a very distinct voice, and it really shows. Grunkle Stan is voiced by Alex Hirsch. Seuss is voiced by Alex Hirsch. Half of this voice cast is Alex Hirsch.
I mean, you can save money.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, so I think that's a lot of the background.
What about Wendy?
Wendy is voiced by Linda Cardellini.
Oh, Velma.
Oh.
And her character from Freaks and Geeks, whose name I forget.
Oh, okay. I didn't know who Linda Cardellini was.
Yeah.
Whoopsie.
And she's been in a bunch of other... She's up there. She was Hawkeye's wife in Age of Ultron.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. Wow. I really don't pay attention to things.
You don't. If somebody wants to tell me her name from Freaks and Geeks, because I don't remember her name, but I liked her. She was fun. Anyway.
Nice. And so one thing I really like about the show that you're not going to notice watching it the first time around, but I see as the fan reaction, is that there are a lot of background things that like come up later. So like watching it again is a lot of fun because I'm like, oh, that's cool. Like, oh, I see that. Or like, oh, that's a character that we see later on, but is only like in the background for this one shot. One thing I do want to bring up, this there's some decoding that kind of goes in this show. If you'll notice, if you listen to the theme song, there is at the end, it sounds like there's like that whispery kind of sound.
I assume it's like that what is it, like the backwards thing where like it sounds like something and then when you hear it, or when you play it backwards, it's like Satan's coming.
Yes, but it doesn't say Satan's coming.
None of them say Satan's coming, and that's just crazy people.
So let's see if we can hear it if I play it here, and if I can edit this in.
Please don't get it copyrighted, guys. I think the people from Gravity Falls, although, well, it is Disney.
It's more Disney we have to worry about. Let's see. This is the theme backwards. The whispering says 3 letters back, which is, 3 letters back is referring to a code. So certain places you'll see a bunch of letters, and what you do is you take the 3rd letter back from that thing, and you'll get the actual message. In the first episode, if you notice in all of the credits, which is why I made you watch the credits, there is a message like at the end of the credits. So this is what it was for this episode. So you see all those like
but there's a gnome throwing up rainbows, so I got distracted.
That's true.
By the gnome throwing up rainbows, which is something that I've seen 1,000 times.
Yeah, I know, that's one of like
how
the
much
more popular
memes
gifts.
are there in this show?
I mean, I always make references to this show.
You do, but I never get them.
So there's a fair amount. I mean, there's a good amount of memes, I think, came from this show. So the letters here translate to, when you do the 3 letters back, to welcome to Gravity Falls. So that's in the first episode.
That's nice.
So that's a little more about one of the fun things I think about the show is that there's always something to like discover. So
I do kind of like how like for a kid show it's like smart.
Yeah.
And like it's like, oh, let's get these kids like thinking, and it's like not like just a dumb like kid show.
Yeah.
That like rots their kid's brain, and like I'd actually like if I had kids, like I'd want them to watch this.
Right. I mean, if this show came out when I was like a lot younger, like I would have geeked out as a kid.
I don't think it'd be. I don't know.
Like decoding everything.
I don't think it'd be good for like super young kids.
No, it's more like 8.
Yeah, I give it that
range. Yeah, yeah.
Or 20s.
Yeah, or if you're in your 20s and you're in college, watch this show. So yeah, I think that is the first episode.
It is the first episode.
That is the whole first episode. I think we covered a lot of ground there, but we still have a whole other episode to review.
Hooray!
So let's take a break, and we'll come back with Gravity Falls, Season 1, Episode 2, Legend of the Gobblewonker. Stay tuned. Am I ready? That's the question. I gotta get my together.
Cailin, this is a family show. It's a kid show. We can't do any fucking cursing.
Hey, watch your fucking language, all right?
You watch your fucking language.
Oh, no. All right.
God damn it.
This is bad. We shouldn't start off with reviewing a kid's show like this. This is very... Maybe we should...
I feel like most of our audience aren't children, though.
It's true. It's
probably just like people our age who watch children's shows.
It's a kid show. For children.
Some of them were children like than our last show.
Yeah, there's... Yeah, I don't think we're going to run into any dead babies on this show. How's that?
Are we?
I don't think so.